My name is Okene. I was a shipwreck survivor that spent 70 hours under the ocean. I'm from Delta State, Nigeria. I'm from Urobo by tribe. After my secondary school, my dad always asked us to go to an hotel to learn catering. So to get a ski. So from there, I learned more about catering. So before I got into university, and when I was in university, after rounding up, there's no job, but I have no option than working with the skill I have in my hand. I decided to join the catering firm. And I was in the catering firm. I worked for a while, and I decided to join the marine companies to work in the vessel as well. And in the year 2010, I joined the marine company. So I was working in the marine company for 2010, 2011, 2012. I was a cook on board the vessel as well. Then 2013, I was still in the vessel working when I had this shipwreck incident. Specifically, what took me down to the ocean to work on board the vessel as a cook. In the land, when I was working as a cook, we always have a lot of people that we cook for like 6,000 people at the same time, and a lot of stress involved, but the pay was small. So on the ocean, when working in the vessel with the crew you have on board, there's just 12 crew on board. So you're cooking for 12 people, and you get like thanks 5 of your pay. So I decided to go further. But before you have to go further, you have to do some certification. So I got the certification. I have more interest, and I got the job very easy. I will call it very easy because my uncle was an HR manager of the company, and I got there to meet him so I can get a job. But he told me he cannot employ me in his company, that I have to go. So I left. But when I was leaving the gate of the company, I told the security that, can you help me to submit my CV? He said, yes. I said, okay, 1 minute. And I hold the CV and I said to the CV, God, you said in my shame, you will give me double. I pray today this CV will bring me back to the same place. And I dropped the CV and I left. 2 weeks into I was employed. My uncle was on leave. Before he came back from leave, I was already in the company. And a good recommendation from the ocean, from my captain on board on the vessel, surprised him that I was one of the best cooks in the company. So he could not put me out again. So I was very good. I was in the company with him because he don't want me to work there, but he was surprised. There's something that's more than him that took me there. My mom is a Christian. She always go to church. I always go to church with her. Then as we were growing up, she made us understand the good, the bad, and the ugly in life. So I always choose the good because if I choose the bad, I believe with the environment and where I was staying, where I grew up from, I don't supposed to be alive today because it's a very rough zone. And today I can tell you that most of my friends that we grew up together, they are no longer alive. But I chose the right path because actually when I was working on board the vessel, I was posted to a particular vessel in Port Harcourt. And the vessel is on dry dock. So I was there working for 2 weeks and I was cross-posted to this other vessel. And when I was cross-posted there, I was working and I did my job for the first week, second week. I was to go on time off. And when I was supposed to go on time off, my reliever said, he's not feeling fine, that he can't come, that I should work for him for more 1 week. So I said, okay, no problem. So I polished my shoe, got my bag ready. And on May 26, 2013, the morning, we were doing a mooring operation. So we were not expecting anything. We all did our routine for the day. I went to sleep. So 4 o'clock in the morning, what I normally do is that I always read my book, my Bible, Psalm 54, then I pray, then I go back to my galley and start preparing. So actually that same day, I read my psalm and I went to the galley. I put on the hot plates. Then I went to the toilet. I saw 4 other guys brushing their teeth there. I said, okay, let me just go to the toilet. When I'm done, then I will paste. So when I was in the toilet, then I saw a wave on the vessel. So I feel normal. The boat always stumble, is the ocean. That's how we normally row all the time. And suddenly I heard a voice saying, which is the bosun saying, the vessel is about to capsize, the vessel is about to capsize. I didn't say anything because he's fond of that. And the next thing I saw was the vessel that went upside down, which is the WC that I was sitting on was up, then I was down, and the WC fell on my head and broke my head, and everywhere went dark. So then my mind now reflect back to when I was in Port Harcourt on that vessel, because when I was there was a day I have a dream. And on the dream, I was in a vessel and the vessel capsided. And when the vessel capsided, I didn't hear any voice, people died, but I was stuck in a particular place in the vessel. So, and one thing I always do when I dream, if I don't pray about it, it comes to pass. When I pray about it, it stops. And I just think maybe it won't happen. I just overlooked it. And the whole thing came into my mind that, that is the dream you dream, that you're going to die like this. So I tried to open the door and I came out from the toilet. And the only thing I could see is the reflection of one's phone. So I followed the direction. So I know where the other guys is. And when I got there, they were in the alleyway. They were trying to open the watertight door. So I joined them at the back to try to open the watertight door before the water came from down of the vessel and submerged us up in that same spot, and we were still struggling with the door. So I decided to swim back inside so I can catch my breath. So when I was swimming inside, the force of the water coming into the vessel pushed me to the second engineer's cabin. And when I got to the second engineer's cabin, the door got closed. And I was there for a while until the whole vessel got to the seabed, the anchors were dropping, people were shouting, hearing different sounds from different directions, and I was still there. So I tried to open the watertight door, it was locked, so I got to the vents. I have to break the iron in the vents, then I have to open the door myself, and the door got open. And I was still there, hearing shout, 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 shout. And I was still there, just trying to see how I can be able to go out from the vessel. So I was there when all the voices start going off, one after the other. And I saw the life jacket floating and the solar light on top of the life jacket. So I got two. I put one in my boxers. I have to put one in my mouth. Then I have to swim down to the watertight door, trying to see if I can get the door open. When I got to the watertight door, it was locked and the place is dark. With the solar light, I can't see properly. So I was out of breath, so I have to swim back to where I can catch my breath. As I was going back, I almost missed my way. So when I got there, I decided to look for coveralls. So I got the coveralls and I made the rope out of them, and I got the water dispenser down there. So I have to put the rope, the coverall on the water dispenser. So if I'm swimming there, if I got tired, maybe I'm about to catch my breath, not to miss my way, I have to come through the coveralls back to that same spot so I can catch my breath. So that was what I was doing for more than 10 times. And until I got tired and the place was so cold for me. So I went back to where I can sit and catch my breath. And there's no way I can sit because if I'm standing, the water is above me. So I have to use my hands to get the fibers off the body of the vessel. Then I have to put them down. I got the wardrobe and put on that. So I sat on them. And when I sat on them, my legs were in the water. But the crayfish were coming from the water and they were eating my legs. And I have no choice. What I have to do at that moment in time is to worship, pray, and start reminding God that I prayed to get a marine job. And the marine job came through His favor, not through man. And He promised that He can never give me a job that will take my life. He will always give me a job that will give me peace. And this is not the job, this is not the kind of task He has for me. And I will not die like this. This is not my time. So I start praying. And I still also telling Him that if I die like this, I just fear for my wife because I feel I'm the best person to take care of her. That if I'm not there, I just imagine how the people of the world is going to treat her. So I start reminding Him a lot of things. And He said, a man that find a wife find a good thing, obtain favor from the Lord. And I have not gotten any favor. I was just reminding Him because I know He has a lot for me that He has not delivered to me. So I start reminding Him, praying. And time was going because I never knew. I was thinking the whole incident was a day, but I never knew it was getting to 3 days. So I was still there, still praying. But I was losing my strength at the same time. When I'm getting tired, I have to pour the cold water on my chest and strain back my strength. So I was there like that until I was hungry. I have to look up and I saw a bag. And I went to the bag, I opened the bag, I saw sardine, I saw Coca-Cola. So just one pixie. So I have to open the sardine and put it in my mouth because from my tongue down to my throat at speed because of the salt water. So I was just sipping the Coke small and put a little sardine on my mouth. Until it got finished, I left it aside. The life jacket I saw around there has mixed with diesel and he has compressed, cannot float on his own. So the solar light went off. I couldn't see anything. The whole place was dark, like nothing. If someone can even pass me 10 times, I will not recognize that somebody's passing by. So I was just there like that until I heard a sound, like someone dropping the water, because in that spot that I was, I'm hearing every sound on the surface of the water. Every vessel that passes by, anything that's stuck in the water, I hear the sound. Because the depth I was at that moment in time was 33 meters in the ocean. So I was hearing every sound that was going on. So until the moment, I think a diver came to put a marker buoy on the spot. So that was a sound I heard. So after some time, I was expecting that I would see someone around and I could see anyone. So I just keep calm and still praying. When I prayed to an extent, I couldn't pray anymore. I started worshiping God because I know He's the only person that can take me out of that situation, because if He's not the one, I think He's dead. But I tried to an extent and I said, God, if it's your will for me to die today, let the death come as it is, because on my own strength, I can't do anything on my own. Actually, when I was there, at the early beginning, I was panicking. I was so afraid. But it got to a stage, I was no longer afraid. And I was hearing my colleagues shouting one after the other. To an extent, I couldn't hear their voice anymore. I was thinking maybe they've all escaped. I'm the only person trapped in there. So, but when I was trying to go down to the water tidal, I always feel some obstruction on the way. And when I was seeing this obstruction, I started feeling humans. So I touched them. They were some of my colleagues, and they've already getting swelled. So I always go under them and I get to the water tidal, try to see how I can get out of the vessel. So that's when I knew that some of them have died, but I never knew it was all of them that have died. I'm the only survivor still there. So, but I was still struggling to see how I can go out. So after I've been there for a while, keep praying, singing praise and worship, I heard a sound of someone jumped in the water. So I was expecting or thinking maybe it's somebody, but I stayed for a while. I couldn't see anyone. Then the next thing I saw was a flashlight I saw that went beside. So I just went down straight in the water, started looking for the flashlight. So I couldn't see the flashlight. I came back again and sit down in that same spot. After some time, I saw the water bubbling. So I saw this bubble coming out from the water at the water tidal. So I was observing. And as I was observing, I saw the bubbling also coming out with a reflection of a light. So I was also observing. I want to see what is that. So it got to a stage, I saw it was a diver. So I saw the helmet. It got to the water tidal, and I was thinking it's going to come towards my direction. And I looked very well. It was going towards the other side. So I have to swim down and go along with him. So when I got to where he is, I have to tap him at the umbilical, so at the helmet on his head. So when I tapped him, he was running. When he was running, I just have to follow him behind him. So when he got to the end, he turned. When he turned, I was waving my left hand for him. So when he saw me, he has to stretch his hand across to me. So I gave him my hands and he held my finger. And I have to tell him he has to come with me this way so I can be able to catch my breath, because I'm not breathing. So he has to follow me. So I got to the room and I got inside the second engineer's cabin, and he said I should go back and sit. So I went back and I sit. He was just at the water tidal. So he was asking me on the terms of signal, because he's putting on an helmet. I can't hear him when he's talking. So he was asking, are you the only one there? I said, yes. So he said, are you the only one there? Are you sure? I said, yes. So he said, okay, he's coming. So he went down to bring water for me. So he gave me the water. He asked me to drink the water. So I drank little of it, because I'm tasty, but I'm not interested in the water. I'm just only interested in how to go out from the vessel, not interested in anything. So he said I must finish the water, because he said you have to finish the water. So I just have to finish the water, and I dropped the can. So he was still looking at me. So the next thing I saw, he was flushing his heart. so I can have oxygen in the place, because the oxygen in the place is gone. So I'm struggling. So I have to breathe with my mouth. When I breathe with my mouth, I have to pour the cold water on my chest to get me calm, and I have to manage myself again. So suddenly he said, I should wait that he's coming again. So I was not like, where is this guy going to? Inside of me, I was like, where is this guy going to? So I just feel inside of me again that I don't know how this guy came into this place. All I do is just giving thanks, thanking God, crying, because he never knew why I was crying, why I was just on my own, being busy. But I was just like, God, in this same place I was, have been praying, and you heard my prayer, and you sent rescue for me. That means now I know that in those days we used to hear that they say God is in heaven, but now I know He's living around us. He's moving with us at every moment in time. So he went back, and when he came back, they brought a vest for me, strap jackets. Then he asked me to put it on. I couldn't stand very well because I've been in the water for 3 days and my legs are swollen. The water has entered inside of me. My tummy is big. My body is getting swollen, and the crayfish has eaten part of my body, a lot of bruise inside of me, so I couldn't stand very well. So he asked to assist me to put them on. So he told me he's coming again, and he went down. When he went down again, he brought an helmet for me. From the moment he came with the helmet, he now said, okay, I have to put it on. So I put on the helmet, and I got a very sheet hair coming out of it. So I had a communication from inside, and the person was talking to me. He said, it's Kobe. That, can I hear him? I said, yes. He said, am I okay? I said, yes. He said, are you comfortable in the hat? I said, yes. Can you breathe very well? I said, yes. So I have to wear the hat. And he was telling me the name of the diver that is beside me and how am I going to go along with him out of the vessel. So at that moment, I never knew that I was still the only survivor. So until I got to the other side door to go out from the vessel with the diver. And when we're about to go out, he said, that's a green rope. You have to go with the green rope. I have to swim along the green rope. And I was out of strength. I cannot even swim. I don't know. I did not even understand the terminology in diving. What was the green rope all about? Where is it secure to? I don't know. So I just freed myself. When I freed myself, I was just floating in the water. So the next thing, he was talking to me. I just kept silent. And the diver said he has passed out. So he asked the diver to come and pull me to the bell. So the diver came and grabbed me and pulled me to the bell. And the supervisor asked, are you okay, Harrison? I said, yes, I'm fine. So he just scared me. But I didn't say anything to him because I know I did that so they can pull me faster to that place, because if on my own, I don't think I can swim down there. But there's no strength. So when I got there, when we got in the bell, that's when the diver told me. When he looked at me, he said, Harrison, is it you? I said, yes, because I have been cooking in the diving vessel. So those divers have cooked for them. So I know him, but he never knew I was the one. But maybe when he wore the hat, he see me, he knows me, but there's no way he can communicate with me. So he told me, do you know so person that is putting on bango? I said, yes. I called his name. He's Richard Kuyoma. He said, do you know so person? I said, yes. He was just mentioning them. I was like, where are they? He said, do you know you are the survivor? I said, no. He said, they are all dead. You are the only survivor. And the wife gave birth to a boy. But he never got home to see the wife. He died. He never even see the son. There's another one that has a wife, and he has been in a marriage for 25 years, adopted a girl, and the girl has become a big girl. She has married, she has her own children, but this same man has not given birth. The wife just gave birth to twins, and he's planning to go on time off with me to see the wife. He never saw the wife. So when I started thinking of the pain, I'm like a mother to them on board the vessel. They all come to me, tell me their pains, their issues at home. I do help them to encourage them in one way or the other, to tell them, you have to take it easy in life. This is how it should go. This I should go. This I should go. So I know I'm part of them. So I started feeling sorry for them, start crying for them, and just imagine how their family is going to feel. So the guy never knew what I was passing through. So I was just crying. He was like, why are you crying? I said, I'm just thanking God for keeping me alive, but I was also feeling pain for the other guys that lose their life. Until they took me down to the chamber. And I got to the chamber, and they were saying they should check on my vital signs and to know if I'm okay, if I don't have any issues. So they did the vital signs. I was perfectly okay. They asked me if I can pull. I said, yes, I can pull. I pulled very well. They said, can we? I did very well. And they were contemplating that this guy is not normal, because a normal person cannot be normal like this, because there's supposed to be a complication in me, but They did everything. I was perfectly okay. Memory-wise, they were asking me questions. What's the name of your wife? Who do you know? This is that. They were asking me, mention the name, the phone number. I was just calling everything. And they were surprised. And I stayed in there on the chamber with them for 3 days, still observing me until I came out and I was taken back home. And the moment I got home, there was a lot of crowd waiting for me. So I was taken to the International SOS Medical Center. When I got there, they were telling me I'm going to spend some time there. So I told them, no, I'm going back home. I have to see my family. So I have to call my elder brother. He comes around and picks me from there to the house. And when I got to the house, I saw my wife and I started crying. And when she saw me, she started rolling on the ground, giving praise to God that she never got married and lose her husband, that she thanked God that she's alive and she has her husband beside her, that she's holding God a lot for keeping me alive and keeping me safe, strong and healthy. So we're very happy celebrating that night because my mom, everybody came and we were very, very happy. But from that day, I started having trauma because anytime I'm in the house, when I'm in the room at night, I feel the whole house is sinking. So I would just grab my wife in the shoulder and try to run out of the house. Several times I've been doing that for like 2 weeks until I called the company attention and they sent a medical expert across to me to check if I'm okay, if everything is okay with me. And she said I have to change environment to see how I can regain myself. And they did. Actually, and after some time, I was fine. And I came back home and they said, I have to get busy so I can get my mind off everything that happened. So I have to resume work. So they decided I should come back to the office and work in the office and land. So